HCTV reporter Rachel Berry has more.
Art programs in schools across the state have been steadily declining over the past 3 decades, meaning some students never have the chance to sing in a choir or play an instrument. So when Prairie Vista Middle School revealed its new Fine Arts Academy, it brought music to the ears of its students and educators. With California's unemployment rate now resting 3% higher than the national average, students here in this welding program at the Career Advancement Academy look forward to an 80% job placement rate right here in Southern California. City leaders and service providers are here to network, share resources, and create new solutions to tackling the domestic violence problem in the city of Hawthorne. It's National Walk to School Day, and 10,000 students and parents across the city of Hawthorne have their walking shoes on to celebrate. As California's population grows, so does its number of criminals. State prisons are at 175% capacity, causing the state to take action.
The state of California has created a new act that is going to cause the release of numerous prisoners and push them down from the state level into the county levels.
The Supreme Court ruled that California's prison overcrowding violated federal law. In response, the state created the Parole Realignment Act, which will reduce prison capacity by releasing nonviolent criminals into the community and sending certain felons to county jails instead of state prison. What the California Parole Realignment Act means for the city of Hawthorne is that over time, nonviolent offenders will be released back into the community, but without a state-assigned parole officer. That also means added responsibility is placed on the Hawthorne Police Department to keep crime rates from rising.
There's a lot of parolees right now out and about. It's just being vigilant like anything. It's just knowing that call the police department when there's suspicious activity. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to know that the person's on parole. If it's any subject that is suspicious, to call.
Parole has previously been the responsibility of the state, but now the counties and cities of California will take on the extra burden, and without additional funding.
We're not parole agents. We don't supervise parolees, but you know what? If that's what's going to make Hawthorne safer, that's what we're going to have to try to do.
Under the Parole Realignment Act, prison overcrowding will be reduced to 135% in the next 2 years, meaning jails will still be over capacity. And while no city is eager to welcome released criminals onto its streets, the Hawthorne Police Department has been preparing for the past 7 months to keep a tight lock on city safety. For HCTV, I'm Rachel Berry. In 2009, Carlos Dorado was laid off from his manufacturing job in Long Beach. After 2 years of job hunting without his high school diploma, he began losing hope, until he heard about El Camino's Career Advancement Academy.
I talked to my family and everything. They were like, go, we support you, go to school, and it's time basically, this is the door that's been open.
Carlos is currently enrolled in the new 1-year welding program offered at El Camino College. The college started a Career Advancement Academy after receiving a $600,000 state grant.
It's really exciting that we have education programs such as welding and machine tool manufacturing, along with that other cohort where we're going to include English and math and develop our students so they get the full experience of an education.
The Career Advancement Academy is part of a statewide initiative to increase access to higher education that leads to jobs. Students can receive hands-on training in welding, electrical utilities, and machine tool technology. The program also requires basic courses in math, reading, and writing, which gives students a taste of a traditional college education.
Some of us don't have the opportunity to go to universities, so this is a really nice place where you can for sure get your spots in classes.
With California's unemployment rate now resting 3% higher than the national average, students here in this welding program at the Career Advancement Academy look forward to an 80% job placement rate right here in Southern California.
Where I live, there's going to be a project, a bridge project that's going on. So it's going to be like a 10-year project, and with my certification, it's going to help me out.
From high school graduates to unemployed workers looking for a vocational change, the Career Advancement Academy is brightening futures. For Hawthorne Community Television, I'm Rachel Berry. Art programs in schools across the state have been steadily declining over the past 3 decades, meaning some students never have the chance to sing in a choir or play an instrument. So when Prairie Vista Middle School revealed its new Fine Arts Academy, it brought music to the ears of its students and educators.
We've just developed an opportunity for our students to participate in some elective courses in the area of fine arts. So it allows the students to be exposed to some areas that they haven't had the opportunity to explore before.
The Fine Arts Academy offers elective courses in theater, band, orchestra, choir, piano, and traditional art. Students have opportunities to perform in plays and recitals throughout the school year.
The idea of developing a fine arts academy at first was overwhelming. Where was the money going to come from? Where were we going to get the instruments? My goodness, how are we going to do all of this? And it just kind of came together.
It took an ensemble of sources to fund the Fine Arts Academy. State grants and the Hawthorne Education Foundation provided financial support, while community businesses like Dietz Brothers Music in Manhattan Beach donated instruments.
We have had to make budget cuts. We're trying to make cuts as far from the classroom as possible. And while it has been an expense to start these academies at our school, it is something that the school board has felt very strongly about.
Research illustrates that students involved in the arts show improvements in core subjects like reading and language. Other right brain skills like critical thinking and cognitive abilities are also strengthened through an arts education.
We have to develop the right brain as well as the left brain, and the arts gives us that opportunity. And you know, students, if you don't expose them, how do they know what their passion or their strength is or an interest?
I think when playing music, you can express yourself, and in your work, like for language arts or any other subject, you learn how to think outside of the box.
Future musicians, artists, and acting stars will get their moment in the spotlight as they perform throughout the year, beginning with the school's first ever drama production next month. So while some schools are cutting back on the arts, Prairie Vista Middle School is painting a new scene. For Hawthorne Community Television, I'm Rachel Berry.